Good evening. I'm Chanel, Vehicle Title Expert. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you in advance for subscribing. Tonight, I will be sharing an example of vehicle title skipping in the case of those that are not creating title skipping on purpose. I did share the two types of people that create title skipping on Wednesday, but tonight I will give an extension of the example of those that do not create title skipping on purpose. This example is in the case of someone buying a vehicle from a dealership. Okay, they paid cash money for it. The dealership packages up the title work, gives it to you, the buyer, and you are expected to go to the DMV to get that title in your name. But unfortunately, you do not. Okay, so this here is an Arizona title, and for obvious reasons, I have the data whited out, for security. So on the front of this Arizona title, you would have had the dealership's name as the owner, and the dealership would have signed off on the back of this Arizona title, and you, the buyer, you should have printed and signed accordingly on the back of this title. Okay, and they would have also given you any other supporting documentation in a bill of sale or buyer's order. That's normally how it's supposed to go. Okay, but the problem is you did not sign and print on the back of the title, but you decide along the way that you just want to sell the vehicle to someone else. And the person you sell the vehicle to, they go to DMV with the hopes of getting that title transferred into their name. Okay. The problem is on the back of this Arizona title, the dealer's name is shown, and most dealers have a dealer number or a license number. And when the DMV sees that, automatically they know it's a dealer transaction. And they're also, a lot of times, they're going to ask for that buyer's order or a bill of sale, because normally dealers do provide a buyer's order or bill of sale for a transaction. So if they ask for the buyer's order and that person that you sold that vehicle to, they have a buyer's order, let's say from that dealership, it's going to be a problem. Why? Because their name was not on that buyer's order, but instead it was your name. The dealership sold the vehicle to you, not the person that you sold the vehicle to. So that's going to be the first problem. Okay. The second problem is if you decide to give that person a bill of sale from yourself to the customer, that's still going to be problematic. Why? Because again, going to the back of this title, the dealership was the one who signed off as the seller, and their license number is still there as well. So that's still going to be a problem. DMV is going to still know that things are not connecting. Okay. So I want you guys to really be mindful. And when you get that vehicle from that dealership, you pay cash money, and that dealership gives you that title packet. I know you may not want to, go through the process and whatnot. You don't want to pay the taxes, but think about the consequences that will arise. If you decide not to sign and print off on that title, after you got that title packet from the dealership and you pay for that vehicle, and you decide to give that vehicle to someone else and they go to DMV and get rejected, they will be coming after you, or they can, pursue legal action against you because you have created a title skipping situation. Keep in mind, title work when it comes to vehicles and you're going through the DMV, the whole process, everything got to match. Everything has to match. You cannot have any gaps when it comes to title work. Thus, this is why it's called title skipping. Okay, so everything has to match. Think about that person that you are selling or giving that vehicle to, because if you put them in a limbo with title skipping, it will be a problem because DMV will reject them, and they will go looking for you. They can also reach out to that dealership in question as well. and DMV will. And that dealership would not have record of selling the vehicle to the person you sold the vehicle to. But the dealership will have record of them selling the vehicle to you. So all arrows will be pointed at you as being the culprit of title skipping. So be very careful when you get that vehicle from the dealership. Just go ahead and get the title transferred in your name, and you'll be done with the process. If you have any questions or need guidance pertaining to vehicle title skipping, feel free to drop me a line below or visit me at wisdomandauthority.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please click share and subscribe. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.